the police officers need to know that when you're violating human rights, you are personally liable. And as LSK, we have been collecting data. We are going to be taking various actions, especially against individual police officers.
Everything that's going on, all the work that Kenyans are doing, do not tire. This is not over. It's not business as usual. They will come for you. And if there's ever a time that we've needed to be together, it is now. Do not give up.
For the state, my name is Stephen Bogo Wanjiru. I'm a council member with the Law Society of Kenya. With me, I'm with my colleague, Ms. Janja, and Mr. Mutua, who is also an advocate, and Mrs. Mwangi, who is also here with us, the wife to Boniface Mwangi, who is one of the suspects who had been detained by the state, and they were demanding to hold them for 21 days. We argued the application this afternoon, and the court has pronounced itself at 3 p.m. in regard to the issue of whether to detain them for 21 days, which was a request by the state. And the court, in agreement partially, has refused to grant 21 days detention, but proceeded to give a bail term and bond term, bail and bond terms, of which the 5 respondents are going to be released on. They have directed that we pay 20,000 shillings as cash bail, together with providing one contact person, who are going to provide these persons in court on 16th of August. What we want to mention in regard to what has been happening to this country for the last 6 weeks, we have witnessed serious violations of human rights, and as LSK we have been on the forefront to ensure that we advocate for the rule of law and the respect to the Constitution when it's come to rights of arrested persons, rights to protest. And we have regrettably noticed that the government has been deliberately taking measures to violate this right, especially the police unit, by use of brutality, despite the court order stopping this. Detentions, even the application that we were making today, which was very frivolous, to apply for 21 days to investigate a claim for protesting peacefully in the city. These are just methods and gimmicks of intimidations, and our clients, we have advised them accordingly. We have also called upon all Kenyans to reject this kind of intimidations and not to gag them from advocating and demanding for good governance and respect to the Constitution, because these are systems which we have seen before being deployed by the state to oppress the citizens from raising concerns, and therefore we shall not cower back or bow because of this kind of pressure. Instead, we are going to push forward, and we are happy that the judiciary has been supporting some of these approaches in respect to the court by upholding some of our applications in court to have the accused persons or arrested persons released, especially on free bond. What I can say further is that the police officers need to know that when you're violating human rights, you are personally liable. And as LSK, we have been collecting data. We are going to be taking various actions, especially against individual police officers, commanding stations and commanding regions, who have been at the forefront in ordering for these orchestrated violations of human rights. And these things we have been noticing, even detentions and arrests and abductions, which are unwarranted. Some of the people who were arrested yesterday, as like Shadrach Kiprono, was released without being charged in a court of law, clearly showing you the aspect of arrest and detention was more or less an aspect of trying to intimidate these people who are advocating for good governance and accountable government. Thank you.
Last events, if you can touch on that.
Okay, regarding how our clients had been arrested yesterday, we clearly were not in consent with that. We made a clarion call, even to the police officers as human beings. We came out and asked them why our clients were being arrested and in what manner they were being arrested. And actually, we were given very frivolous charges and OB numbers under which they were booked. And we chose to trust that, and we allowed them. I mean, in the spirit of just being a citizen and also giving the police their right to do their investigations, what they needed to do. But unfortunately, this morning, they slapped us in the face again, and they gave us, they presented a miscellaneous application before the court. And we just take cognizance of the fact that in as much as not all our prayers were granted, we take cognizance of the fact that our clients are now free. Our clients now can go on with their daily, with their daily hustle and whatever it is that they do, taking care of their families, even the ladies who had been arrested. And all our further clarion call to the police. You're also human beings. You're also citizens of this country. You also have children. You also have families. And we just want to, we want you to apply yourselves in our clients' shoes, in the shoes of the rest of the citizens of Kenya. If this was to happen to you and it was an illegality, just like my colleague here has said, like Shadrach, who was abducted yesterday, we cannot call that an arrest because we do not even know where he was detained for sure. We do not know under what circumstances he was released, and we just saw a release. If he had not been released, we could not even speak for his arrest. So that is not an arrest. That is an abduction, and we will call it for what it is. So that is all we have to say for now, but we are glad that the judiciary has hearkened to our call.
Thank you. Tell us.
Yes, my name is Janja Maina. Yes.
You can allow Mrs. Njeri to say something.
I think for me it's just to appreciate everything that's going on, all the work that Kenyans are doing. Do not tire. This is not over. It's not business as usual. They will come for you. And if there's ever a time that we've needed to be together, it is now. Do not give up. These 5 are out for now. There are 66 people missing. Those people need to get back to their families. So let's keep this going. Let's keep charging. Let's keep demanding for what is rightfully ours. Thank you.
Thank you very much.